We have, yeah, we have interest in a Sholo dog.
Except that would be a lot of work.
I know,
Because
but it would be one dog and not two.
But there wouldn't be a lot of hair to deal with.
Oh, that'd
because
be
it's
great.
just like a Sphinx cat. They just have a tiny bit of hair. But you have to look after their skin like crazy, which I'm used to because Coda is
a Shar-Pei, and Shar-Pei have skin issues.
Well, and she's got a million skin issues, so I feel like we've almost done our
She is about ready to go down next week to get her itchy pill again because her itchy pill stops, or not pill, shot, because it stops her from eating herself and scratching herself, and it's really helped, and it lasts about 3 months, but it also costs
a lot.
$200.
Yeah. And the vet recommends we get it done every month.
Oh, yeah, but they last 3 months, so... Yeah. Okay, and I'm not going to read this, but I will answer this. You were talking about the court and stuff. Soon, and kind of yes. My elementary school was an old brick building with outside doors but few inner walls. Carpeted partitions were used inside most of the time. I guess that's what we kind of had too. Is we had like partitions that were like we doubled as like bulletin boards because they were thick. And yeah, kind of.
I know the ones you mean. A lot of offices have those too.
Yeah, and I was short at the time, but I believe that these were about 6 feet tall. Strangely, our library was the center hub and had an inset pit space like a mini amphitheater for about 50 kids. Each grade had only 3 or 4 teachers that would switch rooms for different subjects until about 3rd grade. Oh, that would drive me crazy as a teacher. Not having your set classroom to where all of your materials are and having to actually, you, the teacher's the one that goes to different places. What was awesome was the town's historic register library. It has old clawfoot bathtubs they lined and put in the kids section with pillows.
Oh, isn't that neat?
Oh yeah, I remember we had a bathtub too.
Really?
Yeah, it was like story time in the bathtub, or something. That's weird. I remember a bathtub. Might have been in like preschool. I don't know. I can remember back to preschool. I can remember some vivid memories of preschool.
I didn't go to preschool.
I went to preschool at the same school that I graduated from because my high school had a preschool program.
Wow.
So I went there, and then I went to a different elementary school, different junior high, and then I was back to the same high school. That was weird.
I guess most people do go to preschool, don't they? Nowadays, for sure.
In some aspect, yeah, or some fashion.
I never did preschool.
Halloween I had 3 classes in elementary school, but that wasn't the normal for where I am at. I only had 3 because ever since I've been in school, I've always been in the special ed classes because I needed a little extra help because I've never been good at math, English, or reading. As you can see, I'm still not the best at spelling, but it got better. Just never. Good for you for not giving up and continuing on. You're doing just fine, but always strive. Don't get to a plateau and be like, okay, I'm kind of done or whatever. Always strive, because even now I try to remember spelling words, and it's got autocorrect, so it makes it easier. But in the same aspect that autocorrect on the computer makes it easier, like Google Maps makes it easy, but it makes it so easy that you don't pay attention to where you're at.
Yeah.
So if you don't pay attention to it and you just automatically do it, you don't actually get any smarter. So I try to make a conscious effort when I'm being corrected, but you're doing fine, Derek. Where are we at? We do have, oh my goodness, this is going to be long. I wanted this to be short. Okay, GRT. Just by the look on Angie's face, I've finally found another human that does not like William Shatner. I don't think you have a problem with Shatner. You have a problem with me pretending to be Shatner.
I can't say that he's my favorite person. So you are reading the looks on my face probably correctly.
Okay. And you know what the worst thing is? McGill University gave him an honorary doctorate in 2011. Unbelievable. Kevin Norwood, speaking of court, my wife and I are currently fighting for custody of our 18-month-old grandson. I won't go into details, but even with the mother not contesting anything, it has been in court for 9-ish months. I know for certain that it will go yet another 2 months, if not longer.
No, I hope it gets sorted out.
Yeah, and I mean it's the biggest thing for me, and I will say this, and I'm going to kind of let it rest. The biggest thing for me is trying to do the right thing for him, because it's about him, and it's about his future and setting him up for, you know, to experience things that he should be experiencing and getting him in a good spot. That's all I gotta say about that. Jason Styles. You just rolled your eyes, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
but
okay.
I'm just
I'm
just not saying anything.
Yep. Jason Styles kind of sounds like my 4th to 6th grade classes. I think a Goonies channel featuring Anne would be neat. Since it was mentioned, I do watch that Knight Rider Historians channel. Currently working on the semi-trailer. That was my favorite show when I was a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I know. I loved it too. And I loved Knight Rider. And if somebody else hadn't already been doing the car, then I mean, not now, but like I said, I've always wanted to do a movie car, and doing this one, out of all of them, this is the most simplistic. Excuse me, because because aside from refurbishing a Jeep, it's basically paint, lights. There's no fabrication to it. A-Team van, tremendous amount of fabrication for the spoiler up top, and then the dash, and then the cover of the dash. There's a lot of stuff with that. Yeah, and all the other ones you're not going to find, like some of the older cars. And some of the older cars need to have like a frame off restoration, and well, we can't do that here. So yeah, Van Nile NSX, great vlog. Joe Papanegan, Left C is great with butter and sugar. And also, years ago we lived by a small northern Minnesota town with a population of 50. We had a one-room schoolhouse.
Oh, population of 50.
Wow, 1st through 6th, 6 rows. Each row was a grade. I was in the 5th. Teacher would stand in front of the row she was teaching, had to listen to all the lessons for every grade. Actually learned more. Good old days.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, dude.
That's amazing.
I love hearing stories like that. I'm starting to sound like Floki. We're watching Vikings.
Yep.
And that was Coda attempting to take off. Speaking of taking off, this has gone long enough. Happy hunting. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. And your father said it was okay to film him, but your aunt said no.
She said, "Oh no, I don't want to be on there. Oh no, I don't want to be on there."
So that's why we only showed one tonight.
She was there.
She was there. You heard her in the background. All right. Good night, guys.
But
But.
I said but.
Oh, I think you said but.
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 But.